welcome back to the Liverpool Community Podcast. I'm your host, Chase Johnson Lynch. And, we're here with a special guest today. We're usually talking with someone from the community that does a job that, special to them and also special to those that they're involved with and everything. And we feel it's inspiring. But this time I'm speaking to a filmmaker, an actress who is a long time in Liverpool and went right from Liverpool all the way to Los Angeles. And I'm excited to have this guest on today, and her name is Fenfen Huang. How you doing, Fenfen?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you, Chase?
Listen, Fenfen, I mean, we crossed paths over the many years and everything like that, and then it's great to have you here in the studio. I mean, I usually tell people I'm like trolling on the net, not like that, but, I follow you and everything, and I saw your amazing acceptance speech and everything with one of your films and stuff. We're going to talk more about that when we get to that. But basically, let's just give people a little bit of background, shall we?
Sure.
I mean, you weren't always into film and stuff. You were a performance artist, a dancer, right?
Yes.
I believe you said you set up an arts and culture company called
China Pearl, yes.
Yeah, and everything. And they were around from 2008 and everything locally. So probably a lot of people may find you familiar from that. You were going around for many years, weren't you?
Yes, yeah. So I did Chinese cultural performances and education events, shows in Liverpool, in the UK and abroad for many years, over maybe about 15 years. Then I kind of now focus on acting and filmmaking.
Well, it seemed like, you also said because at the same time you were doing the dance, you also were, as they would call, a background artist.
Yes.
You were working in film and TV doing backgrounds. I used to do a lot of background work.
Yes.
I don't know why. Why would you have me in the background?
No, you should be a star in the show, right?
Thank you very much. Yeah, exactly. But nothing wrong with background work, though.
No.
You were doing it for many years, but then you said there was a turning point around 2017, which I thought was interesting. So tell us about that turning point.
Yeah. So I, as I mentioned before, I did background work when I was in uni. Actually, I studied environment and town planning for my degree. So nothing to do with performing arts in university. Right. So when I was in university, I did background work for Hollyoaks, Emmerdale, different shows, films and commercials, just to earn extra money. Then that's when I started getting familiar with TV and films, but nothing serious.
Well, wait a minute now. I mean, you actually named a film that we probably all have seen because it was a sequel. Now You See Me 2. Not one, but two, and everything. But you had 2 lines, I believe.
Yes, I did. When we were filming, I did speak 2 lines, but they didn't include it in the end.
Ended up in the cutting room floor.
They cut it.
Some stuff had to end up down there. Had nothing to do with you. Something was wrong with the lighting, and everything.
Maybe, yeah. Or maybe just my crap acting.
No. See, look at that. We'd never say that. No, that's not cool. But because in 2015, I think you ended up in an action movie.
Yes.
Please tell me about this because I love these kind of movies. Tell me, what was it called and what was your part?
So yes, 2017, I got cast in a very big Chinese action movie, Chinese warfare or military movie called Operation Red Sea. We filmed that in Morocco, and I stayed in Morocco for 2 months.
Wow.
That was an amazing experience to work on a big budget film, work with a very professional team, and experience Moroccan culture.
Yeah.
Just incredible.
So, as an action film, was you a soldier or a fighter or what?
I played a hostage, so I kind of like the center of the story. So the special forces team from China, they came to rescue me. So that's the story.
Listen, I rest.
So I was quite vital. But, yeah.
Well, listen, I mean, like, it's all good. I mean, I'm pretty sure we could find this film out there, on Netflix somewhere and
Yeah.
everything. But, so, I mean, obviously, this caused you to realize that, look, I'm going to make a choice between dancing or acting, and everything else like that, and because also the pandemic seemed to have an effect on you a lot.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
But it also, not just in a bad way though, it had effect on you creatively.
Yes.
And so tell us about the film it caused you to write.
So so during pandemic, obviously I had a lot of time for myself.
Who did?
Yeah, I actually just came back from singing on the cruise ship in Asia.
All right.
And then pandemic happened in China, and then we came back home early. Then I just stayed in the UK.
Yeah.
Then I started doing online acting workshops with a teacher from LA. And then he really encouraged us to write. So that's when I started writing.
Yeah.
I started writing short films, poem. So I did a writing workshop with Liverpool University. So I wrote a poem about my auntie, about my late auntie.
All right.
And then because I never made a film before that point, so I didn't have any experience in filmmaking. So I never thought I was going to make a film.
Yeah.
But then during COVID, and I stayed with my friend, and she had a beautiful like country estate, like gardens, ponds, and it's a beautiful place. Then it's kind of suddenly I thought, maybe I should make film out of my poem.
Well,
And then
because you said it had also like various like Chinese elements, like so this pond and stuff. You could do like a lot of imagery around. I
yes,
think you said what, like the water lilies and
yeah. So the film, so I wrote this poem called "Farewell Jade Bangle," based on the real event, a very sad story. It's about my late auntie gave me the jade bangle as a farewell gift when I left China to study in the UK. And then just suddenly one day, the jade bangle cracked. And then a year later, my auntie died in a very tragic car accident with her 1-year-old boy.
wow.
So the film was quite visual. So I included quite a lot of Chinese elements, like the water lily candle, which we use to pay tribute to our late loved ones. We put the water lily candle or a lotus candle in water to let it flow, to send a message to our late loved ones. And also jade. Jade is a Chinese jewel, which kind of indicates your health condition and tells you like future. So it's kind of like when the jade bangle cracked, that was kind of bad omen. But I didn't know. I didn't know about that until something really bad happened to my family.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also I filmed I shot a film in early spring. So in Chinese calendar, early April was Chinese Tomb Sweeping Festival. It's a festival dedicated to pay tribute to our late loved ones.
She also said that it's also that time of the year we get those cherry blossoms and
Yes.
trees and stuff. So I mean, it seemed like everything was working towards like the making of this film.
Yeah.
To make it like into a real magical experience.
Yes.
Now, as every other filmmaker goes through, right? You made this film and then you submitted it to festivals and you weren't hearing anything.
No. So I actually submitted to several festivals during COVID, and I got selected. The film got selected to those festivals, but because of the restriction, so I couldn't attend the festival in person. So this one I submitted to City of Angels Women's Film Festival in LA. Then I couldn't even remember when I submitted. And I
Yeah.
just totally forgot.
Yeah.
Forgot about it. Then one day, one early morning, I got an email saying, "Congratulations, your film got selected to this festival." I was like, "Wow!" And I was really surprised and shocked, and also very happy as well.
Exactly. I mean, it's an amazing call to get.
I know, yeah, LA is a hub of filmmaking.
Now, also
And
though, but because you weren't sitting on your laurels, something else was going on for you at the time.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I was thinking, oh, should I go or not? Because was quite close to the time for the festival. So I only had like 2 or 3 weeks to make a decision to go or not. And then I'm thinking, yeah, I should go. I've never been to LA. So yeah, so I just booked a flight and I went to LA. That was a very, very good experience.
Yeah. So, I mean, LA, that's got to be amazing.
Yes,
You
it
know,
was amazing.
I mean, to come from Liverpool and to be asked to show your film in the Los Angeles Film Festival.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you must tell me, how was the red carpet?
It was amazing. Wow, I was thinking like, oh wow, I'm showing my film in Hollywood.
Yeah.
It was incredible, and a lot of filmmakers from different parts of the world, the UK, America, Europe, Asia. So yeah, so lots of people were attending the red carpet, the ceremony.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite overwhelming. I didn't know I would won award, and then yeah, I got really emotional because the film was very special to me. Yeah.
But, I mean, like, I think you said something about you were nominated Best Dress or something like that? Or was that just your friend?
Oh no, just my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I should have won for that one as well.
Okay. So, I mean, like, so when they were calling for the short films and everything, I believe you didn't hear your name called
No.
and you were disappointed.
Yeah, and so I said I wouldn't win anything, but then I heard the name of my film. I was really shocked. Yeah.
Because then they announced, and then now we have this other category of Best Smartphone Film.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
See, look at that. I mean, I know this is her first time, but I'm trying to guide her. See, it's got to be like as if I didn't know anything. So, best smartphone short film, that's what you won.
Yes.
Now, that had to be amazing. You know,
Yeah.
whoa, where did that come from?
I was literally shaking.
Yeah.
I got so emotional because this film was for my auntie, for my late auntie, to honor my late auntie. And at that point, I felt my auntie was watching me from the above. I just got so emotional. I was shaking, and the film festival director was very kindly asking me to say something about the film. I was literally shaking. I got so emotional, but
Yeah, you got to do like the Q&A and everything.
Yeah,
so
but it was very, very special moment for me.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was I'm sure well worth it, wasn't it?
Yes,
You
definitely.
know?
Yeah.
But then also, though, I mean, I hope people don't take this to heart, but it was kind of like because you shot your film on a smartphone, which is what people were doing back then, and still like are attempting to do and stuff like that. It's kind of like who needs a crew?
Yeah, and because
You too can get an award. You don't need no crew.
I think it's very important to write a solid script
Yeah.
first,
Very
have
much
that foundation, and then have a very clear idea, a vision about what you want, how you want to make your film,
Yeah.
and of course, the professional equipment or crew will make difference.
It definitely will.
But during COVID, everything was limited. So I had a very restricted resources
I think
and
that's
people
also
to
probably
work
like
with.
the thing was
Yeah.
just like they enjoy your ingenuity of working with what you had to work
Yeah,
with,
yeah.
and you could still create an emotional impact.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
It's kind of like a thing that you had said. I mean, a quote that you had said of, "It's important to do things from your heart."
Yes,
I
yeah.
thought that was a really powerful
Yeah,
thing to
yeah,
say.
yeah.
What do
I
you mean
followed
by
my
that?
heart. Yes, I followed my heart. I didn't have any experience in filmmaking. Then I was thinking, yeah, I'm gonna just do it. So I followed
Yeah.
my heart, and of course, a lot of things were very raw. But I sent after I made film, I sent film to loads of my friends, people working in the industry, and people who are not working in the industry. Just ask for feedback. So every feedback was very useful,
It
very
was constructive.
helpful. Yes, very constructive. Yeah.
Those are some good friends.
Yes.
Usually, I got friends that go, "Yeah, man, that's terrible. I mean, if I wouldn't do it this way. I wouldn't do it that way." And then what do they know? Well, obviously a lot. But I'm just saying.
Yes, I'm very
No, no,
lucky.
no.
I'm
But
very
yeah, you're
grateful.
very lucky because no, because people cared enough to share with you constructively what you could change, and you can actually add those touches to your film. That was like what probably was an amazing thing
Yeah.
and stuff. Now, let's see what I have here. So you had also, so you went from this film, you did some acting, right? Continue the acting route. Working with a good friend of mine, Douglas Byrne.
Yes.
Dead War, season 2.
Oh, I'm not sure whether we should say that right now.
Doug, come at me, man. Come at me, bro. When I had you on my show, you were doing Dead War season 1. I mean, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
I think he's fine.
It's good promotion.
There we go. I mean, like, listen, these are independent films. You think these guys don't want their movie to be known?
Yeah, it's my first time. It's my second time working with Douglas.
All right.
Yeah, it's lovely. Yeah.
What part did you have in that one?
Oh, I played a person on fire.
Ooh, now I wouldn't trust Doug. Now, did they actually light you on fire?
Not on set.
No, they lit a dummy
I'm still
on
here.
fire. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
I'm
I'm
still
trying
here.
to say. That's what I'm trying to say. They probably lit a dummy on fire. But you're loving that sci-fi because you did another one called Playback and
Yes.
stuff like that. But you actually said, "Listen, I'm gonna actually direct something now and everything. I'm inspired, and this is what is it? Starting Our Life?
Stars in our life. Yeah.
Starting Our Life. This is your film.
Yes, it's my film. Yes.
So did you shoot this already or?
Yes, I made the film 2 years ago. Yeah, I wrote the script and then shot a film with a small crew.
Right. So this is another one of those grief-stricken films. I just want to let you know. I usually ask a filmmaker, what's your style and technique? And they'll go, clowns and robots. Well, it seems like yours is grief because like with the Jade Farewell and now this one. I mean, would you say that grief is something that you often find
I wouldn't say that.
attractive to create or work around?
I would say that. I think I write something or make something by being inspired by certain things happened to me at a certain time. So I made this film during COVID. Was inspired by another loss. I lost a friend during COVID who I hadn't been in touch. So this film was about grief, about friendship. Yeah. But I'm actually writing a comedy. So not always about sad stories.
Fen. The rules are don't jump ahead. I have a list.
Sorry. I'm just trying to justify myself.
Dude, you don't have to justify it to anybody. You're making stuff. You're a filmmaker who's out there doing it. I mean, people need to be asked, following your footsteps. You know what I mean? But what I was trying to say was about the grief thing is that what I find amazing about that is that I find the emotional core of a film to be very powerful for me, as you said, we're both kind of tearful type of people.
Yes.
You know, it's like that's when you realize as a filmmaker you're doing something, you know, because, you know, you're doing something with your actors on set and then it's transferring through the camera into the audience where they're having an emotional reaction to what you've just put on screen in front of them. So, I mean, to me, that is bold and daring and fantastic to do. So, I mean, you know, if grief was your thing, I'd say, yeah, grief's my thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Be proud.
Be proud of
Yeah.
be proud. You know what I mean? Because now that we have to move into what's coming up next, Fen.
So I just finished the first draft of my first feature,
A comedy.
which is a comedy and drama. Comedy drama. Dramedy. Comedy.
Wait for it. Is there grief in it?
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Well, you have to make. You have to like have a contrast.
There has to be some kind
Yeah,
of pain.
exactly. Yeah, life is like that, right?
Yeah, life is full of pain, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I got stories for days, but I mean, like, you don't have a title for this one yet because it's that.
I
new.
haven't decided yet.
Yeah, it's
No.
that new, and everything like that. So the new Fen comedy, that is also a drama, but has a bit of grief. I wonder what she'll call it.
I will tell you when I decided.
Okay, yeah. Follow us, and everything. You got any suggestions? You know, speaking of follow, how can people find you, Fen?
I'm on Instagram. My Instagram is fenfen.huang, which is HUANG.
And Fen is Fen, Fen.
FEN.
FEN, yeah, and everything like that. You know, basically, it's like it's really been amazing talking to you, Fen.
Oh, thank you so much
because,
for having me.
I'm hoping that people can find you just as inspiring as I do.
Oh, thank you.
know, I mean, like as I said, there are people that crisscross our lives, you know, especially as creatives, where it's like, you know, oh, they're still doing it. They're still walking that path. They're still making those moves and everything like that. And then there's some people who are just climbing up. Hey, where's she going? Where's she going? You know what I mean? And everything like that. And it's just great, you know. Like I said, I came here like in 2003. And I know I've come across you like in those past, maybe not like, hey, you know, like buddies, whatever, something like that. But, you know, so it's just amazing to see where you are now as well as where you're going. And
Oh,
hopefully
thank you.
that you can inspire other people with just even the quote of following your heart, you know.
Yes.
And everything. So hopefully people will follow you, follow her on Instagram and everything to find out what she's doing next. You know, so you've been watching us here at the Liverpool Community Podcast. I'd like to thank Fenfen Huang and everything. And for now, you know, we out of here.